The entertainment world is in absolute shock tonight. What was supposed to be a glamorous celebration turned into the most chaotic backstage showdown in reality TV history. Jim Jones rapper mogul, longtime partner of Chrissy's, stormed into private dressing room just moments after Chrissy's jaw-dropping wedding reveal. Cameras were still rolling when the confrontation erupted. And insiders say what went down is so explosive, it may never fully air on television. Witnesses claim Jim's face was pale with rage, his voice shaking as he demanded answers. Chrissy, still in her gown, stood frozen as accusations flew. It wasn't just a fight. It was a collapse. Years of buried secrets, hidden betrayals, and whispered rumors suddenly exploded under the bright backstage lights. And just when you think it couldn't get any messier, leaked audio has surfaced, and in it, you can hear Jim screaming words no one ever thought he'd say to the woman he once promised the world to. The tape is spreading online faster than wildfire, sparking fan meltdowns, celebrity reactions, and an online war between those defending Chrissy and those backing Jim. But here's the question that has the entire industry frozen. What did Chrissy reveal? And why did it push Jim Jones to a breaking point so public, so raw, and so devastating that even the cameras couldn't look away? This isn't just gossip. This is betrayal, exposure, and heartbreak caught in real time. And it's only the beginning. The backstage corridors were supposed to be quiet, just a place for makeup touch-ups, champagne toasts, and congratulatory whispers after Chrissy's grand wedding reveal. Instead, it turned into a war zone. Insiders swear that Jim Jones didn't even wait for the cameras to stop rolling. He stormed past security, his face tense, his fists clenched, his voice already rising before he even reached the dressing room door. "Open it," he barked at a stunned assistant. When they hesitated, Jim shoved the door himself. Inside, Chrissy stood surrounded by bridesmaids and stylists, her gown glistening under the fluorescent lights. The room went silent as the door slammed shut behind him. "You did this without me." Jim's voice cracked the air. "You made a whole reveal, a whole wedding, and you didn't think I'd find out." Witnesses say Chrissy froze, her eyes wide, clutching her bouquet like a shield. Someone tried to step in, but Jim cut them off with a glare so sharp it silenced the entire room. One stylist whispered later, "It was like watching a volcano erupt." Everyone knew years of tension were about to spill out. And spill out it did. "Don't act like you didn't know what this meant," Jim shouted. "I've been standing by you for years, through every fight, every headline. And this is how you do me. A wedding reveal? Like I'm some stranger?" Chrissy, her voice trembling, finally snapped back. "What was I supposed to do, Jim? Wait forever? Beg for a ring that never came? You left me no choice." Those words hit harder than any punch. Insiders claim Jim staggered back, his hand on his chest like he'd been physically struck. "No choice," he repeated, his voice breaking. "You had every choice in the world. You chose to embarrass me." What no one expected was the sound that followed. A muffled beep from a phone on the counter. A stylist had been secretly recording, and the entire exchange was being captured. Within hours, that recording would leak to the blogs, sending the internet into meltdown.bhe backstage. The fight was only just beginning, according to sources. Jim pulled out his own phone and threw it on the vanity table. Screen lit up with messages. "You think I don't know? You think people ain't sending me this?" The texts were brutal. Chrissy allegedly coordinating her reveal with producers, talking about keeping Jim out of the loop until it was too late to stop it. One message read, "If he finds out, he'll lose it, but we can't wait on him forever." Chrissy's face drained of color. "You went through my messages?" she asked, her voice cracking. "They were sent to me," Jim snapped, "by somebody who was tired of watching me be played." The betrayal wasn't just personal, it was public. Already, rumors were swirling that members of the production crew had leaked the texts. Some said it was out of pity for Jim, others claimed it was pure machines, knowing the drama would go viral. Whatever the reason, the damage was done outside. Cameras kept rolling as whispers spread through the crew. By the time Chrissy finally spoke again, the tension in the room was unbearable. "You don't get it," she said, her voice shaking. "I wanted this to be about me for once. My choice. My day. I was tired of waiting for you to decide if I mattered enough." Jim's response was ice cold. "You mattered enough to build a life with me. You mattered enough to carry my name, my pain, my struggles. But you didn't matter enough to be honest." And then came the moment nobody saw coming. Chrissy's bouquet slipped from her hands. She sank into a chair, tears streaking her makeup. "You don't love me the way I needed," she whispered. "You love me the way it suits you." Those words cut deeper than any betrayal. Even the stylists were crying. One bridesmaid later told a blog, "It felt like we were watching the end of them, right there. Not just a fight, the end." But the story didn't end there. Minutes later, a producer rushed into the room waving their phone. "It's already out," they said breathlessly. "The audio, the messages, everything's on Twitter." Jim turned sharply. "What do you mean, it's out?" "Someone leaked it," the producer said, panicked. "It's viral." And just like that, the private fight became a global scandal. Within minutes, hashtags exploded. Hashtag Jim vs. Chrissy, hashtag WeddingGate, hashtag Backstage Meltdown. Twitter was ablaze with theories, memes, and fan breakdowns. Some sided with Chrissy, calling her brave for finally taking control of her life. Others slammed her for humiliating Jim in public. The divide was vicious, the reactions relentless. Celebrities jumped in too. A famous singer tweeted, "Women deserve to choose their own happiness." A rapper close to Jim fired back, "That's not happiness. That's betrayal." Instagram lives turned into battlegrounds, with fans screaming over one another, replaying the leaked audio like it was a diss track. And the kicker. A second leaked clip surfaced just hours later, this one with Jim shouting words so raw, so damning, that blogs refused to post it uncensored. In that clip, Jim reportedly shouted, "You broke me. You broke everything we built. And when the camera stopped, you go and see the real damage you did." That one line sent shockwaves across the industry. Was this the end of Jim and Chrissy for good? Or was it the beginning of something darker, more dangerous than anyone imagined? Because insiders claim what happened after those cameras cut off was far more explosive than what the world had already seen. And if those details ever leak, it could destroy reputations forever. The chaos didn't slow down when the first leaks hit social media. If anything, the drama multiplied. By sunrise, blogs were dropping new exclusive clips every hour, each one painting the confrontation in an even messier light. Fans woke up to trending hashtags like hashtag Chrissy Exposed and hashtag Jim Jones Meltdown, with millions of views on TikTok edits replaying Jim's explosive lines over dramatic music. But the biggest twist came when a new recording surfaced. This one wasn't captured by stylists or producers. It was allegedly leaked from a hidden mic worn by a cameraman backstage. The audio was crystal clear. And the fight between Jim and Chrissy sounded even darker than anyone had imagined. In the clip, Chrissy could be heard shouting, "I gave you years, Jim, and all you gave me was excuses." Jim's response was brutal. "You didn't give me love, you gave me ultimatums. You played me in front of the whole world, Chrissy. You wanted a show, now you've got one." The audio spread like wildfire. Twitter turned into a battlefield, with fans ripping each other apart in the comments. Some said Chrissy was justified for finally taking control of her happiness. Others claimed she'd humiliated Jim and thrown away everything they'd built. Screenshots of celebrity reactions made things even worse. Cardi B allegedly liked a post siding with Chrissy, while 50 Cent dropped a meme clowning Jim for getting played on camera. That single post racked up nearly 500,000 likes in under 2 hours. But the betrayal wasn't just online. Insiders close to Jim claimed he discovered leaked text messages from Chrissy to a mystery number. Just days before the wedding reveal, in the messages, Chrissy wrote, "It's happening with or without him. I can't wait anymore." The mystery contact responded, "Do it big. Cameras love drama." The internet erupted with theories. Was the mystery contact another man? A producer encouraging Chrissy for clout? Or worse, someone inside Jim's own circle feeding her advice behind his back? Fans flooded her Instagram with comments. "Who were you texting, Chrissy? We need names." Meanwhile, Jim was reportedly spiraling. Friends claimed he refused to leave his hotel, casing the room and smashing his phone against the wall when another leak hit the blogs. He kept saying, "I don't know who to trust. Everybody fake. Everybody using me," one insider revealed. The Harrisons, Chrissy's close family, weren't spared either. A cousin went live on Facebook, tears streaming down her face as she defended Chrissy. She'd been waiting on Jim for years. "Y'all don't know the nights," she cried to me, begging for commitment. "Don't judge her until you live in her shoes." But Jim's mother fired back just hours later in her own live video, voice trembling with fury. "My son gave that woman everything. Everything. And she still embarrassed him like this. Cameras caught it all, and the truth gone, come out. She ain't innocent." Fans were stunned. The family feud had gone public, and the narrative grew darker by the minute. Blogs posted side-by-sides of Chrissy's cousins sobbing and Jim's mother raging. Captioning them, "The families are at war." And just when people thought they'd seen it all, another bombshell dropped, a leaked FaceTime screen recording. In the clip, allegedly captured by someone close to Chrissy, she was seen crying and telling a friend, "I love him, but I can't keep waiting." This wedding reveal wasn't about hurting him. It was about saving myself. The internet melted down. Fans debated whether the FaceTime proved Chrissy's actions were out of desperation rather than malice. Some sympathized. Others dragged her harder than ever, saying she'd staged the reveal for clout and TV ratings. The pressure cooker boiled over when Jim finally broke his silence online. He posted a single black screen on Instagram with the caption, "Loyalty don't exist no more." Within minutes, the comments section exploded. Rapper friends dropped prayer emojis, while others added fuel to the fire with cryptic shade. One even commented, "Real ones know the truth. Snakes everywhere." Chrissy, however, clapped back in real time. She posted a photo in her wedding gown with the caption, "My happiness matters too." Fans rushed to screenshot it before she deleted it hours later, but the damage was already done. The post became the most shared image of the week, sparking endless debates on TikTok and Instagram. But the most shocking twist came late that night. A producer from the show leaked that the cameras didn't just catch the argument. Backstage, they kept rolling after everyone thought the fight was over. According to the insider, what happened in those final moments was so raw, so explosive, that the network was debating whether it was even safe to air. "People think they've seen the worst," the producer said. "But the truth is, what's on the cutting room floor makes everything else look small. If it ever leaks, it'll end their careers forever." That revelation left fans stunned. What could possibly be so explosive that even reality TV producers, famous for airing messy drama, were afraid to show it? Theories spread like wildfire. Some said Jim threatened to expose producers for exploiting him. Others believed Chrissy confessed to a betrayal so big it could end her public image for good. All anyone knew for sure was this: the drama wasn't slowing down. It was accelerating. And the next leak would make everything look tame in comparison. Because according to insiders, someone close to Chrissy was about to release footage that would shake the entire story to its core. The night after the family feud hit social media, the world thought the drama couldn't possibly escalate further. But then came the leak that blew everything wide open. A backstage video clip, allegedly smuggled out by a disgruntled crew member. and posted anonymously on Reddit before it spread like wildfire across Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. The footage showed the aftermath of Jim and Chrissy's blowout. And it was worse than anyone could have imagined. Chrissy, still in her gown, was seen sobbing uncontrollably, screaming, "I should have never done this on camera." Jim, pacing back and forth, shouted back, "Too late now. You wanted the world to see. Now let em see." The clip ended with Jim slamming his hand against the wall so hard that props fell to the ground. Crew members scrambled, trying to calm him down while Chrissy collapsed onto the couch, mascara running down her face. Fans flooded the comments, calling it the most raw and painful footage ever leaked from a reality show. But the real bombshell came seconds later. A muffled voice off camera could be heard whispering, "Don't stop rolling. This is gold." That one line set the internet on fire. Was the production team exploiting Jim and Chrissy's breakdown for ratings? Were the leaks coming from inside the very show meant to document their love story? Theories spread instantly, accusing producers of orchestrating the entire wedding reveal to maximize chaos. Celebrities chimed in again, fueling the flames. One reality star tweeted, "They do it to all of us. Cameras don't care about your life. They care about views." Another added, "Jim and Chrissy, just the latest victims of this machine." But insiders whispered there was more, much more. Screenshots of group chat messages, allegedly between producers, surfaced online, showing them planning to push Chrissy into the reveal without Jim's approval. One message read, "Trust me, his reaction will make the season. Don't warn him." Another replied, "Messy sells. Let it happen." The leaks were real. It wasn't just Chrissy versus Jim anymore. It was Jim and Chrissy versus an entire industry machine that had set them up for disaster. Meanwhile, Bear's paranoia grew darker. Friends claimed he started cutting ties with everyone around him, convinced someone close had sold him out to the blogs. He kept saying, "There's a rat in my house. I'll find out who," one insider revealed. Chrissy, on the other hand, tried to salvage her image. She went live on Instagram, tears in her eyes, begging fans to understand. "I never wanted this to hurt him like this. I just wanted to move forward with my life. I thought maybe if I showed him I was serious, he'd finally understand." But the comments were ruthless. Thousands flooded the live, spamming, "Liar, snake, and you played him." Some fans defended her, saying she was brave for standing up for herself. Others accused her of orchestrating the reveal purely for clout and ratings, as if things weren't messy enough. Jim's closest friend, a rapper who had been silent until now, finally broke his silence with a diss track snippet posted on his Instagram story. The bars were savage. "Fake love, fake vows. Cameras rolling on tears thought you had forever." But it ended right here. The snippet went viral in minutes, sparking outrage from Chrissy's supporters and cheers from Jim's. The beef wasn't just between the couple anymore. The entire hip-hop and reality TV community had been sucked into the spectacle. And then came the cliffhanger of all cliffhangers, a second leaked video, teased by the same anonymous account that dropped the first. This time, and there you have it, the most explosive confrontation reality TV has ever seen. Jim Jones storming backstage, Chrissy breaking down in her gown. Families at war, producers exposed, and the internet losing its collective mind. From leaked texts to viral clips, from betrayal whispers to diss tracks. This isn't just a love story gone wrong. This is a cultural earthquake. And the craziest part? We've only scratched the surface, because somewhere out there, a second tape exists. The tape the producers swore would never see the light of day. The tape that insiders say could destroy reputations, end careers, and rewrite everything you thought you knew about Jim and Chrissy's story. What's on it? Who's holding it? And when it drops, will the industry even survive the fallout? This is where you come in. I want to hear from you. Was Chrissy brave or reckless for staging that wedding reveal? Did Jim have a right to explode, or did he cross a line? And do you believe the producers orchestrated the entire thing for ratings? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because your voice is part of this story. And the debate is only just beginning. And don't just watch from the sidelines. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next leak could drop at any second. If you blink, you'll miss it. If you stay silent, you'll be left in the dark, because this isn't the end of the story. It's only the beginning.